Okay, so, hello, my peoples. It is not Little Gaming Kitten, it's The Witch After Dark. But, okay, so this is a video that's very... It's mostly inspired by, like, Aphrodite's true crime readings, except my readings, like his true crime stuff, it's more so about haunted stuff. Like his videos about, like, the Annabelle doll and, like, the Bell Witch and stuff like that. That is something that I'm going to be focusing on more, mostly because with true crime stuff, I don't feel like it's my place. But also, I don't feel like I have enough knowledge for that. Even though I watch true crime all the time, I just don't feel like I'm qualified for that kind of reading. It's like, also, it's just kind of none of my business. Which is kind of counterproductive, because what I'm going to be doing is also none of my business, but it's something that I am very well versed in. The dead and shit. So, and I know Aphrodite has said that he's not very much a witch or a medium. He's definitely more so a psychic. I am all three of those. So, but I am more well versed with the dead than him. So, ta-da! So we're gonna do the Stanley Hotel today in this reading. It was that or the Cecil Hotel. It was going back and forth with those two because the Cecil Hotel has gained a lot of popularity in the last year because of the documentary that they did about the girl who was found in the tank. But the Stanley Hotel is very classic. It's very classic. It's a very classic horror thing because, I mean, The Shining and Stephen King and 217 and blah. I've never seen The Shining. I don't want to. Because all I've seen of that movie is the bloody lady in the bathtub. And I just, after watching that on YouTube, I'm like, nope, I'm good. So, anyway, I know the basis of The Shining. The dad goes insane because he gets possessed, blah, 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 tries to kill the kid and the wife. That's pretty much all I know about that movie, which is sad because my mom is, like, the biggest fucking Stephen King fan in the fucking world. I mean, she has literally every single fucking book, and she has first editions. She's that kind of fan. The Stanley Hotel. I should probably... Well, no, it's far away enough from everything that's not gonna get impeded. Also, runes are a thing that I want to start adding to my readings because I've always felt connected to runes, but I don't know them enough, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna be, like, having to look at my phone for shit, for runes. Anyway, so I'm gonna push these a little more. Not to wait. So, we're gonna start with tarot just to get a basis of the energy of the Stanley Hotel. I'm gonna actually bring up a picture of the Stanley Hotel. Oh, boards be nice. Stanley. By the way, I didn't research the Stanley Hotel very well before this. like, I just know that the room that everyone talks about is the fucking 217 room. That's where Stephen King, like, was there, like, slept. I also, since I have a very keen interest in dice, I will be rolling later for very specific, like, hotel room numbers, that are a little more haunted, maybe some that, like, people don't really know that are haunted, but they actually kind of are. Stanley Hotel. I was looking for a picture, right? All right, okay. Stanley Hotel. It is a very pretty hotel. I will say that. Just know it's up in the... For some reason, I will say this, like, before I even started this, I did get a feeling... Actually, I don't like the shadows, so it's over here. So, I do get a feeling of... there's something going on with the ground it's built on. You like, you know how in a lot of horror movies, like, it's a Native American burial ground. That's the feeling I'm kind of getting. That could definitely involve with how haunted it is, because as a native, we build something on a native burial ground, spirits are going to be pissed. So that's definitely something that I think is something important into this that's kind of influencing this. So, okay. Just overall basis energy of the Stanley Hotel. What messages need to come forth about the Stanley Hotel being haunted and everything? What messages need to come out about the Stanley Hotel? What messages need to come out about the Stanley Hotel? What messages need to come out about the Stanley Hotel? What messages need to come out about the Stanley Hotel? Nope. What messages need to... Oh! Ace of Cups reversed. That's interesting. What's the overall energies of the Stanley Hotel? What's the overall energies of the Stanley Hotel? What are the overall energies of the Stanley Hotel? Eight of Cups reversed. A lot more water than I expected. What's the overall? Okay. 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 And then High Priestess being reversed. I'm laughing because there's some spiteful woman or person. I get a feeling that it's more feminine. Also because of the High Priestess. There is a spiteful woman in this. Ace of Cups reversed. Eight of Cups reversed. And Three of Swords. Yeah, there's... Okay. The first message I'm getting of this is... this hotel's cursed. Or maybe not the hotel itself, but like the owner or like someone high up in the hotel. Probably when the hotel was getting built, the owner probably either something is going on there that involves probably a mistress of sorts. I don't know how old the Stanley Hotel is, but this just feels like spiteful energy of like, you hurt my heart, you broke my heart, I'm going to destroy the reputation of your fucking hotel kind of feeling is what I'm getting from this. This woman was spiritual. Like, maybe they didn't overall, like, know everything about curses or witchcraft, but they knew enough. You know, they knew enough where they like, I'm gonna curse your fucking hotel. See what happens, bitch. Like, that's honestly what I'm getting. Is some spiteful, like, woman or, like, even a man. Like, someone spitefully did this. Okay. What other messages do I need to hear this? Yeah, the tower. Okay, yeah. The tower is this. There was this. I'm not saying this started the haunting, but this definitely made it worse. If that makes sense. Like this this probably hotel was like built on. Oh. It was multiple people, is what I'm getting. Is there was someone that was personally attached to the person making the hotel, but there was also someone personally attached to the land it was being built on. So there was like two different sides coming in of like, I'm going to make your hotel notorious of like how negative it is. That's what I'm getting. Like again, like the native burial ground of like probably someone who has an ancestor buried there was like, you can't fucking build on this land. And they did anyway. And also, beside that, there was this spiteful woman or man, like, getting their heart broken by this owner or manager or someone important. So there's these two people that are going into this with the same, like, end goal. So it like, and I don't believe that they even knew that each other existed. So they're doing this at like pretty much the same time with the same goal in mind, and that's why the Stanley Hotel is so fucking haunted, is because you have two of these people like going in on this and doing the same thing with the same goal in mind, and that just makes the energy charge like way more than it normally would with one person. Is what I'm getting, like, only from 4 cards, but that's what I'm getting. What other messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? Nope, I'm not gonna do those. What other messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? Yeah, death reversed. Death, again, is just about, like, transformation, but death reversed for me, again, this is not how people usually interpret it, but death reversed for me is either physical death or it's change that is being resisted. Like the hotel building on land that they really don't want them to, or getting their heart broken. That it's change that like is getting fought against, if that makes sense. So what other messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? Okay. Knight of Pentacles. This didn't happen right away. This, like, the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving card. But this did not happen right away. This was like a long period of them trying to do stuff to the hotel, if that makes sense. Okay. What other messages do I need? The Ten of Wands reversed. A burden not worth having. Again, like, this is a woman dressed as with devil horns, and like is pretty much a demon of some kind. And yeah, like one of the people, like, their goal was to put demonic energy in this hotel. That was like their fucking goal. At least one of them did. What are their messages? And again, like, this energy doesn't happen, like, straight away. This is something that needs to be built. At the level that the Stanley Hotel is, this is stuff that has to be done, like, over months to get this shit, like, as powerful as it is today. But one of these people's intentions was to make it so people wouldn't stay overnight, if that makes sense. Because that's something that, like, is infamous with the Stanley Hotel, is like people could not stay there overnight. So what are their messages? What other messages does okay. What other messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What other messages? Oh, don't do that. What other messages do I need? Fucking stop. Jeez. What messages do I need to hear? Okay. The King of Pentacles. Reversed. Yeah, the King of Pentacles is definitely the owner. Because the King of Pentacles reversed is someone who is greedy, who guards their money and their power close to their chest, that will give a fight for the right of what they think is their power. Yeah, so I don't know who this man is, but it's someone who helped build the hotel, or someone who planned the hotel, or who, like, is the owner, property manager, anything like that. Sorry. What other messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? No, that didn't really come out. What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley? Oh, okay, fine. Pull this one out. This came out earlier, tried to come out. The moon. The moon is about secrecy, about deception. Six of Swords. Like, I mean, especially with this depiction. It's a person in a boat, like, leaving whoever this person is over here. Reversed. So, again, like, there was, like, something going on that people felt betrayed with. Yeah. Okay. And this isn't saying this particular part of the reading isn't even focusing on, like, specific rooms. This is, like, the overall of, like, why is this hotel so fucking haunted? This is why. Okay, so what other messages do I need to know? What other messages do I need to hear about the fucking Stanley Hotel, man? What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? Jesus. Okay. Hanged Man. Reversed. The Hierophant reversed. And the Devil reversed. And then the Six of Cups reversed. So focus, bitch. Please focus. Yeah, okay. So this this is definitely a spiteful energy, like a heartbroken energy, an energy that is angry. Like there is like significant anger in this. Someone really wanted to fuck up, like, the ability for this hotel to stand on its own, if that makes sense. The Devil reversed. The Devil, again, kind of, is more about, like, addiction, but, this could be also literal. The Hierophant is like the King of Pentacles in the way that, like, the Hierophant, like, this is the law. It's going to come down the way I want it to, or you're just gonna have to leave. The Hanged Man, not reverse, sorry. The Hanged Man is all about different kinds of perspective. But I'm getting a feeling this is more so of, like, this person didn't want to change their perspective. They were so set in their, like, greed that, like, they didn't want to see the other sides of their harmful behavior with this hotel. They didn't care. All they wanted was to be able to make a successful hotel. And again, like, the Stanley Hotel is actually quite large. Like, this is a substantial, like, hotel. It's not some, like, Best Western that's, like, kind of dinky. This is, like, a fucking grand hotel. And that was the whole deal with it. Like, there's, like, a lot of money that went into this fucking hotel. And they didn't like, I guess, like, the land was beautiful, and they were like, oh, this is a perfect spot for a hotel, like, up in the mountains and shit. And I guess he didn't, whoever, well, it could be a woman, but this is someone that's definitely more masculine. Stubborn, mean, rude, my way or the highway kind of person. They didn't care. So these other people just wanted to fuck up the hotel. Like, they just wanted to fuck it up, to be like, to make sure that no one wanted to stay. Which is sad, because the Stanley Hotel is, for that very reason, it is famous and still around. So, like, again, like, it is still very haunted, but it didn't have the effect that these people wanted, I think. Unfortunately, because whoever made this hotel sounds like a dick. So, like, a very, very bad dick, like, with herpes. Yeah, I just, Anyway, dicks with herpes. We're gonna go on to this one because it's kind of specific with the kinds of elements that are involved here. So, okay. What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What messages? One card, my bitches. One card. What messages do I need to? I told you one card. What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What messages? Jesus. Alright. One card. Sudden wealth. Yeah, I knew that, like, wealth was gonna come up somewhere. Also, this is the card 11, and it has 777 on it. I do not remember what those numbers specifically mean. I just know that 11 is, like, that, like, number puns intended. So, sudden wealth makes me think that the person who made the hotel or planned the hotel, like, maybe donations or like a relative died, they just didn't, I don't think they had enough money for this giant hotel and this project, but something happened where they suddenly did. What messages do I need to hear about? No? What messages do I need to hear about? Fucking Christ. One card, my people. What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley? Oh, okay. Well, fine. Despair. And then distant horizons. That kind of reinforces, like, whoever made the hotel, they did not have enough money at first. Yeah, something like I didn't get pinnacle cards except the bees, so there's not much about that, I guess. What messages? Okay, alright, fine. Mature man. Yeah. This was definitely an older man of some kind. What messages? Again, great fortune kind of popped out. Oh, I don't know if this is correct, but maybe, like, a younger man was trying to make this hotel, and maybe their dad or, like, maybe their uncle, who was, like, super fucking rich, either died or was like, hey, I want to end on this project, I'll give you the funds for it. What messages do I need? Main female. Yeah, again, like something spiteful fucking woman. What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? Message of concern. This is the woman who is heartbroken by one or two of these men. That was concerned about what was going on, maybe. messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? Jesus. Okay, unexpected income. Yeah, something just... I'll just... Thoughts. Poverty. Oh, yes, car. Thanks. Great. Thoughts, poverty. Oh. Yeah, whoever this mature man was having like an affair with this woman who was not rich at all. Because again, like I've kind of referenced this, but this woman looks very similar to the one that's in the painting with the man. So this woman is on this man's mind. And maybe she had an ulterior motive of being with this old rich man, gold digger. But maybe he realized that and she got spiteful and that's why she fucked up the hotel. Like, if I can't have your money, I hope you lose it type of deal. What other messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? Occupation. Maybe this woman was brought in as like a maid or like someone that worked with the hotel that wasn't a high-ranking job, if that makes sense. Okay. What other messages do I need to hear about this courtship? Yeah. Something's going on there. Okay. What are the messages? Give me one or two last messages about the Stanley Hotel. I'm going to move on to hotel rooms. What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What other messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? Jesus Christ. What other messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? Main man. Yeah, this could be the younger man that I kind of mentioned. Where, again, I don't know who the woman's fucking involved with, but she's involved with either both because she is a saucy bitch, or one of them. So, yeah. Okay. House. That just kind of reinforces that the hotel itself is just haunted. Okay. Yes. The truck from across the street, which is loud as fuck. Thank you, neighbors. I love this. Onward to the thing that people actually really want to know about. Hotel rooms, specifically 217, right? Right, that's the room that Stephan King stayed in. That's the notorious room where everyone's like, it's haunted as fuck. Okay. I don't know much about that room. Like, in real life, I kind of get the basis of it in, like, The Shining, but I don't necessarily know the real life story of it. Okay. What messages do I need to hear about room 217 in the Stanley Hotel? What messages do I need to hear about 217 in the Stanley Hotel? What messages do I need to hear about 217? No. Sorry, weird noises, but my cards were falling. What messages do I need to hear about 217? Room 217. What messages do I need to hear about room 217? Jesus. What messages do I need to hear about 217? What messages do I need to hear about room 217? God, cards are excited today. What messages do I need to hear about room 217? Okay, alright. You kind of came out. Oh, the Queen of Swords. Reversed. This is something, again, I don't know who the fuck these people are. I'm gonna move these. I don't know what happened in that room. I just know that, there's a woman involved in that room, so Queen of Swords reversed. The Queen of Swords for me reversed is a cold, calculating woman. Is how I kind of have always seen her in that way. Like, especially in this deck. Like, she's just a cold, calculating woman. I mean, in this deck, she's depicted as pretty much a vampire. A powerful ass vampire. So, okay, give me more cards. What else do I need to hear about room 217? What are their messages? Jesus. What messages do I need to hear about 217? Strength. Alright. Interesting. Okay. What other messages do I need to hear about room 217? What other messages do I need to hear about room? Oh, look at that. He came back. The King of Pentacles came back, but upright this time. So I get this, it's a feeling of a different, completely different man from the first part of the reading. This reading's a lot more positive than I thought it would be so far. Anyway, at least for this room specifically. Again, 3 swords reversed this time. What other messages do I need to hear about room 217? 5 of Swords. I wanna do this. What other messages do I need to hear about room 217? Okay. 4 of Swords reversed. Now it's more, this card tried to come out earlier. Now the room is reading more. I don't know why I keep doing this now with this room. It's like something tactile about this. I don't know why. The story I'm getting from this is there's more than one person here. Okay, 4 of Wands reversed. This particular deck is a hidden threat because it's the fuck. Oh, it's probably a bike from outside, maybe. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so the 4 of Wands in this particular deck is pretty much the troll that waits under the bridge for someone to come across in the bridge, and he's like, fee fi fo fum, I want to fucking eat you. So he's a hidden threat. But this also, for this specific, I mean, I know, wait, no, it's 5 of Wands that is fighting. The 5 of Swords, I don't remember the original depiction, but in this deck, it's a woman torturing a tied up woman. Is this reversed? Whatever, it's the same meaning. So this is either 2 different fucking like events. This is either emotional torture or this is actual physical torture. And emotional torture can also represent as like self-harming. I say this specifically because I just saw, like, glance for 2 seconds while I was Googling the Stanley Hotel room 217, something about like a woman committed suicide. But I don't buy that. I don't buy that because there was more than one person here. I mean, the hidden threat to a woman torturing another woman, heartbreak, King of Pentacles, and then Queen of Swords, and strength, like, between them. It's like, it feels like a, like, this is weird. It feels like, again, 3 of Cups could represent also like 3 people, which is what I'm kind of feeling. It's not just 2, it's 3 people here. And like it's like a husband and wife that get off at having toys together, like mistresses, but like it's not hidden. It's like they both have partake in this mistress, if that makes sense. Except maybe like the mistress isn't technically for sex, it's for like torture, like BDSM except worse, abuse. Like there's some kind of like, I don't even know if it's like a kink, but it's just something that this couple get off of when it involves like a young woman. Because again, like it's not a man torturing a young woman, it's a woman torturing a young woman. And the term hunting, like maybe one of either the husband, probably like the husband, or it could be both, like probably a husband or a wife went out hunting in the hotel or around the town, and like the promise of a one-night stand or something like that, and the other spouse was waiting in the room, and maybe this young girl didn't know, and that could explain why it's that room is so haunted, because it's from a young girl that was fucked over in a very traumatic event. And it's very easy to fake a suicide. So again, like, I honestly think this is way more than just a suicide, because that's what this feels like to me. But I'm gonna pull a few more cards, and then I'm gonna go to these. Yes, cars, lovely, awesome. Anyway, so what other messages do I need to hear about room 217? What other messages do I need to hear about 217? Wheel of Fortune. What other messages do I need to hear? Fuck you. What other messages do I need to hear about 217? What other messages do I need to hear about? The world reversed. What other messages do I need to hear? What other messages do I need to hear about room 217? Star reversed. Again with 3 cups on the bottom. Jesus. Again, this just feels like the same energy, except like Wheel of Fortune, the world reversed, and the star reversed is more so like demented pleasure of like, yeah, we finally scored like that one that we've always craved type of feeling. Yeah. That's what I'm getting from this, because this isn't positive. This is positive for that demented couple, but this isn't positive for the girl who died. If that makes sense. I should have taken Advil before I did this. Okay. What messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages do I need to hear about 217? What messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages? Jesus, okay. What messages, Jesus fucking Christ. What messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages do I need to hear about What messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages do I need to hear about? Again, mature man. What messages do I need to hear about room? Jesus fucking Christ. Calm the fuck down. What messages do I need to hear about 217? What messages do I need to? Community. 3 people. Like a couple, like, and this is grandparents and like a child, like a couple and a young woman. What messages do I need to hear about 217? Despair. What messages do I need to hear? High honor. So this is someone, whoever the man is, it was someone who was influential, had power, or was a veteran of some kind. What messages? Jesus fucking Christ. health. Maybe this woman wasn't being lured there for sex. Maybe, like, she was down on her luck and she needed help. And this person came up to her, like, offering her help. And she's like, and she was that desperate to be like, okay, I'm gonna go with you. And, like, I say that, like, maybe she was also looking for a job because, like, this person is sitting here with a dog and a not hiring sign behind him. So, like, maybe one of the spouses came in and to, like, hey, I have a job for you. Come with me. What messages? What messages do I need to hear about Rome 217? The high honor also could be, like, the manager of some place, or like the manager of the hotel. Like, maybe like, oh yeah, I'm totally the manager of the Stanley Hotel. Do you want to work there? What messages do I need to hear about? Marriage. Yeah. This was a couple. This was a couple that hunted together. And I know that's very much a thing. What messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages do I need to hear? Okay. Wealthy man and main man. This could all represent the same person. No. This all could represent the same person. A wealthy, like, man who was a little more mature. He saw himself as the main character. What messages do I need to hear about? What messages do I need to hear about? What messages do I need to hear about for room 217? What messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages do I need to hear about room 217? Great wealth, yeah. This was like a man that had power, a man that had money. Like, again, like, this was a man who could do something terrible, like kill someone and get away with it. Like, pay the witnesses off of, like, yeah, you didn't see anything. This was a man that had power. What messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages do I need to hear? Mature woman. Yeah, see? Here's the wife. Here's the wife. And then it's occupation on the underside. This was a person who was down on their luck, that needed the money, that needed a job, that had nowhere else to turn. But this person, and I think that's why the suicide, I think, makes sense, because they were down on their luck already. They probably expressed or made evident that they did want to kill themselves. And that's why it was brushed off as a suicide, because it was already evident that this person wanted to die. That's what couples like this do. They go out hunting for people down on their luck that have nowhere else to turn, that are pretty much the perfect victims, because like again, like probably like with depression, it was already probably evident to people around this person that like they wanted to kill themselves. That's fucked up. So I know that there's a few other hotel rooms that are like haunted, like famously haunted, but again, like 217 is like the one room that is like, I really don't like that dinging. It's really annoying. So I am gonna pull from this deck, which is Seasons of the Witch deck. It's a darker deck, and that's why I want to use it. Child, stop. Stop with the bell. I don't know if you're hearing this, but I really want to murder that child. Child, stop. In general, at the hotel, child, stop. Child, young child, stop ringing that bell. Oh my god. I want to take that bell and just throw it. I hate it. Anyway, child, calm the fuck down with the bell. Jesus. I want to burn this bell with fire. What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? Altar. Sacred devotion and worship, skin deep, rising from the ash, all the waters you keep. Altar. That could represent the land that it was built on. Sacred land. What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? This one wanted to come out. The underworld. The underworld. Makes sense. Hand over your known. A shift is near. Take a leap. Your journey is clear. Again, the underworld represents the child. Stop with the bell. Stop. Okay. Oh my god. What messages do I need to hear? What messages do I need to hear about this? What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? Jeez. Apples. To taste, one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flames hides drowning waters. Okay. Give me messages about room 217. Seduction. Yeah. Hear the roaring flames with the masterful trance that calls upon heaving chest. Given in its alluring grip, if you please, and heed my warning of the claws that draw blood without mercy. Yeah. This is overall hotel room 217. What other messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages do I need to hear about room 217? rebirth. There's death in all that awakens, for it isn't blissful nor painless. It is mighty rising of flames resurrected. What messages do I need to hear about room 217? What messages do I need to hear about room? Owl. Behold sight of ancient ones, for there is magic in the darkest of places, if one dares to open their eyes. And then bat. Invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undying change. And onward to the book. Oh, I need to lean back. Keywords: devotion, worship, individuality. A sacred devotion, a worship, skin, blah, blah, blah. You already read this, okay. Your altar is a sacred space created to honor something in your practice. Each altar you create is a beautiful expression. If you have... Okay, random vehicles. If you uphold altar, it is because your guides are thrilled to see you making an effort. Okay, well, this doesn't really speak... Like, again, I think it's more so focusing on the land. The land the hotel is built on is sacred to someone, whether that's just like a cemetery or it was native burial ground. The underworld, it could actually be native burial ground, because I know up north specifically, it's very common for natives to have sacred places on top of mountains, and I know the hotel is like on top of mountains. The underworld, what the fuck are you, underworld? I don't know how to spell, so I don't know where you is. Okay. Transition judgment. In magic, the underworld is a place of transition between one life and the next, a place where you can retreat and replenish your soul. The message of this card is about transitions, about moving out of the old into the new way of life. Again, this again goes back to the hotel is haunted. So underworld, the dead. That card also could specifically talk about there is an actual portal somewhere in the hotel, and I know that's something that exists. Portals to the other realm exist. It's just like certain times of the year, the veil between us and the dead get thinned, but also in specific places in the world are just thinner in general. And that could be also just influencing the hotel and why it's so haunted in the first place, because like you have people that like are trying to make the hotel haunted. You have this potential portal, you have like this ancient burial sacred ground from someone that the hotel's built on. It's a recipe of so much shit and that's why the hauntings are so strong in that hotel. Apples. I know where apples are because they're in the beginning, because they start with A. Deception, mistrust, run. Yeah. Yep. We all know the story of Snow White taking the apple from her stepmother, who masquerades as a sweet old lady. Yep. It's a wise old tale that that's existed long before Disney ever made it into a movie, and a warning that things are not always as they seem. It's like, again, really lines up with stuff I was saying. Sometimes our greatest enemy is hiding behind the mask of a savior. Death is infused into something meant to give us life. And someone pretending... That's part of the curse. And that is part of the curse. This hotel brings out true intentions of people. And sometimes those true intentions are bad. It's like the whoever put this curse on the hotel, or whoever influenced this, the whole basis of the curse was so no one can hide in the hotel. You cannot hide behind a veil and think you're being protected. But sometimes that influenced the wrong people, and that ended up hurting people, like the marriage couple hunting. Like I think the person who made the curse didn't think that far ahead. They just thought that, like, unveiling someone with their true intentions would just show the people who this person really is, but really it just influenced the darker nature of people. Oh, that lines up with the movie in the Shining book. Yeah. That does line up, because it's the husband and the dad that gets influenced by this demon and turns into this murderous man. But in real life, the husband, the dad in The Shining, in real life, he would not be possessed. That's really him. That's how he is realistically. Like, behind closed doors, that's how he is. That's what the hotel does. Okay, death is infused into something meant to give us life, and someone pretending to be our friend is luring us into a trap. Again, this something about this curse that was placed on the hotel just brings out the worst in people, and it's not even bringing out the worst in people, it's bringing out them, who they fucking really are. There are rotten people in the world who will take advantage of those who trust without pause. I am magic. They come bearing gifts to gain your trust. Their faces are all shapes, sizes, and colors. These people always get their due one way or another. When an apple appears in your spread, it is a warning to pause before making any decisions about someone or a situation. Betrayal and deception. Wait. You may tread carefully until everything comes to light. This is especially true for you if you have also pulled the seduction card. Someone may be taking advantage of you or setting you up for failure. Damn. Yeah. The person who did the curse didn't think about it in that way. They thought they were doing justice, but they weren't. I'm never going to the Stanley Hotel now. No, I'm good. Rebirth. Where's R? Why is there a random recipe for spiced pumpkin cake? There's a recipe for spiced pumpkin cake. I don't know why. Oh, it's the pumpkin curd. Okay. That made no sense. Ritual, rooted, seduction. Right. Passion, manipulation. Okay. Sex is the ultimate. All right, motorcycle man. Sex is the ultimate in desire and temptation. It is not the act of sex that portrays our resolve. It is the delicious journey of passion and pleasure that leads to it. It is the rush of excitement we feel when another can sense our darkest desires, bringing them to the surface. Yep. It is a loss of control. The desire to at once find freedom and submission. The act of suggestion is powerful. It is burst in passion and sensuality. But beware, seduction is rarely as it seems. It can also be an act of manipulation. Can't say that word to save my fucking life. It is the rose that promises you much only to leave you pierced by its thorns. Person, I don't care about your Twitch streams, yo. Okay. So, yeah. It could, again, like the person that was lured to that room doesn't necessarily have to be sex. Could still certainly been sex-based desire, but again, it could just be like a job opportunity that they were promised, and they're like, yeah, totally, come into this room and we'll talk privately about it. Or this was a person who there's two ways that the sex thing could go. It was a person so down on their luck with money that they were willing to be a sex worker. They were willing to sell their body for sex. Or this was someone so oppressed sexually that they wanted some freedom. So it could be two different ways. Okay. Beware the sweet song of seduction when it comes into your thread. Are a few moments of pleasure with a lifetime of regret. This card reminds you of the consequences found on the road of temptation. Are you allowing others to manipulate you with the grand schemes that are too good to be true? It's time to break temptation's hold. It feels good to feel moments of love, acceptance, perhaps abundance of fun, but be mindful of the cost of such moments. These experiences are free. You do not have to sacrifice your morals, values, or integrity to make another person happy. If someone asks you to do something that feels wrong, know that it probably is. Trust your intuition and follow your heart when temptation comes knocking. This person was so desperate that they did go. But I do get a feeling that they definitely questioned it along the way. They were like, why do we have to go in that room? Like, okay, like, why are we going to the hotel? Like, and stuff like that. They were still questioning it as they were going. But they were so desperate that they just went. Anyway, rebirth. Awakening. Okay. Rebirth represents an awakening after a difficult period. We all must face our storms, but know the storms will pass. Eventually we'll find clear skies if you have pulled rebirth because you are on the cusp of transformation, this person was still in their storm. They weren't at that rebirth point, but they almost were. And that's why I hate these fucking people even more. Because they were, if they had not gone, this person would have lived. They would have lived a happy fucking life because there was something good coming for them. But they said yes to the wrong fucking person. And they died because of that yes. And that's, if it's their spirit haunting that room, that's why. That is why that spirit is so fucking pissed and active in that room. Owl. I have to mention, owls for me, whenever I think of owls, I think of skeeving balls of fluff, but also there was this movie, I don't remember if people remember this movie, but this is like a movie that was like made like 5 to 10 years ago, and it was based off Alaska, these events that happened in Alaska, where something about aliens, and these aliens were talking through these humans and stuff like that. And like the image of the owl kept coming up. Like specifically a white owl. And that's all I really think about when specifically like a white owl shows up. It's like something about like being watched. Owl, knowledge, observer. See? Yeah. Okay. There is no witch or Samhain without the mentions of owls. Owls are majestic creatures often known as old souls that have fantastic sight and the ability to turn their head 270 degrees. This energy is not of vast knowledge. This energy is one of vast knowledge and observation. They sit in silence, carefully watching their surroundings for their prey. They do not need to search for what they seek endlessly, as they know they do not need to search for what they seek endlessly, as they know that what they seek will soon come to them. That's a long, complicated, stupid sentence. Owl is called because you are the one of the great keepers of wisdom, even if you don't know it yet. Okay, that just more so tells me that again this person was hunted, and with hunting it comes from like watching from a distance. They planned this. They didn't go to some random fucking bar or pub to be like, this is the person. Like, they stood back for maybe like a week, 2 weeks at most, a month maybe, of watching this person, waiting for the best opportunity to present themselves. It was definitely premeditated in all sense of the word. Bat. Psychic development, hidden realms. Many people don't believe bats to be blind, but they see using their ears to attune to vibrations and sense things. Your intuition can see beyond your eyesight, picking up on things the rational mind can sometimes miss. There has been a wonderful movement in the world to deepen intuition. Intuition isn't just about saying my spirit guides told me. It's about generally trusting that inner voice to guide. Sorry, that's just funny. It's so true. It's about you're genuinely trusting that inner voice to guide you in the dark. You need space to go to the dark places so that you can put your inner knowing to the test. Going to the void. The void is something that I will probably talk about in a different video, but the void is important. Doing your work is not about staying away from dark thoughts or bad feelings. It's about knowing how to pull yourself out of the darkness when you get there. It is about being able to walk through the dark without losing your light. You're being guided to tap onto the hidden realms of your subconscious when the bat comes flying into your reading. It is time to peek into the dark caves and spaces. It's time for you to dig into your spirituality, facing the good, the bad, and the ugly. Bat advises you to stop trying and start allowing. Allow your intuition to guide you. Allow yourself to feel energy moving through you and your surroundings. Feel for vibrations you come into contact with, and let that be your guide. Generally, doing spiritual work isn't always glamorous. Sometimes it requires you to go deep and ugly. But above all, it requires you to be honest. Honesty means going into the dark rooms where you have tried to hide. This is what the hotel is. It's not the void necessarily, but it is a place that is dark. But darkness has a tendency to bring out true self. That's what the void does. That's what darkness does. It not only sheds light on like past traumas, but it also sheds lights in the darkness in people. Yeah, this hotel seems like a very bad time. It just doesn't sound fun. I'm probably gonna only pull 1 to 3 cards from this one. This is my newest deck. It is one that I have waited for at least 2 years, from an artist that I have followed for a long fucking time. Wait, I need to adjust everything back. Okay. Okay. Get in the box. Get in the box. Witches of Legend. I like that people aren't making huge ass cards. Like, I mean, these 3 decks are just kind of normal. Well, this one's pretty big, but I have small hands, so yeah. What messages do I need to hear about the Stanley Hotel? Actually, I'm gonna draw 2. I'm gonna draw 1 card for the Stanley Hotel overall, and one for room 217. What messages do I need to What messages do I need to hear about the overall energies of the Stanley Hotel? What messages do I need to hear? Okay, ma'ams. You need to calm down. Give me 1 single card, peeps. Give me 1 card about the overall energies of the Stanley Hotel. Give me 1 card about the overall energies of the Stanley Hotel. Give me one card for the overall energies of the Stanley Hotel. Give me one card for the overall energies of the Stanley Hotel. That makes no sense, but I can't pronounce her name, but I know who this is. What are the overall energies and messages do I need to hear about room 217? Room 217. Okay. Hecate, yeah. By the way, I have this exact, it's not original, but I have a print of this on my wall over there. It's I love it so much. And then Persephone on the bottom. Persephone, queen of the underworld. Hecate, night goddess. This one, she's the only one that's very confusing. Why are you here? She doesn't limit herself when it comes to inspiration, and she reminds us to embrace our creativity. Why are you here? She sends all her rage and energy to feed an embryo that is apparently conceived out of nothing and resides in, of all places, her ample thigh. When the blah 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 shows up to kill her, the embryo bursts out of her thigh as a fully formed human and proceeds to destroy the men with fireballs. The problem is that newborn AURVA, as he's called, can't really control the destructive fire. As he starts to burn up large bits of land, the cries out to save them. She transforms into a river and carries her son to the nearest ocean to put out his flames, all in a day's work as a goddess, I suppose. These two make sense. Why are you here? Give me clarifiers on the Stanley Hotel, please. Give me clarifiers over the Stanley Hotel, please. Give me clarifiers for the Stanley Hotel, please. Okay. Frigid. Freya, she's a hunter warrior goddess. I believe, isn't she like the first Valkyrie or something? That's just, I don't know, man. But let's see what the book says. Friday is an open book, a free thinker, and completely unafraid to be herself despite the prosecution she may face. She makes no secret of her love of the finer things in life and of passion, and refuses to be shamed for it. She's the most gorgeous thing to hit the north of Pantheon. She likes to live up to her status as a fertility goddess. Most of the gods have all kinds of hangs up around sex, but Freyja sleeps with 4 dwarves without batting an eye to keep her famous gold necklace. yeah, this definitely just kind of reinforces the mistress that the older man with a lot of power had. That put a curse on the hotel. She sleeps with 4 dwarves without batting an eye to get her famous gold necklace. Yeah. Okay, so the runes first, and then the dice. Give me messages about the Stanley Hotel. That's the weird looking F1. What are the messages telling me to about the Stanley Hotel? A reversed C1, and then one more. I don't know what any of these mean. Give me a second. Okay. The weird F1. Freya, which is appropriate. Wealth, Mother Rune. The reversed one is Fire and Knowledge. This one is Death, Tree of Life, Dreaming, and Magic. Let us dive deeper into that. Yeah, this one. Cattle Wealth. It is the first one. Indicates prosperity, material wealth, either won or earned income. It can represent good luck, abundance, financial success, and near future. It can also relate to social success. Not everyone chooses to read a rune as reversed. I do, but this definitely. Oh wow, why is it so dark? I'm really sorry about that, guys. I didn't notice. That didn't help any. Okay. Whatever. Okay, what? Cattle wealth. It's just pretty much representing the old man. Reversed C1. Where's the C? Found this one. In Norse mythology, the Yi tree is representative of the tree of life. As such, it relates to the cycle of life, similar to death. Tarot card signifying the dying of the old way of being or period of life, not actual death, but it is actual death in this case. It can also represent reliability, dependability, trustworthiness, enlightenment. It can't be reversed, but alright. Or can it? No, it can't. Where's the C1? C, where are you? report. Reversed, it can indicate that you lack vision, are struck in creative rut, false hope, and instability. This hotel just brings out the worst in people. And not in a good way. How about the blood dice? Okay, again, this is going to be either dates or hotel room numbers. Just saying. Where's my tray? My tray's over there. I make sure that things don't fly everywhere. That's why this exists. My blood dice appropriate. Give me hotel room numbers or numbers that are important to Stanley Hotel. 3, 6, 6, 1, 70, 1, another 1. Is there a room 111? I mean, I'm assuming, because I know the first number of a room number is the floor it's on. So this would be like the first floor, room 11. Again, this could be a combination of anything. I don't believe this hotel has 6 floors, so this could be like a room number. This could be a room number. This could be a room number. Like, I love how I'm arranging these things, but you can't see them. Like 166, 161, 311, the 70, like 170, room 170, 370. Like, I do get a feeling that there's like something going on with room 111. Is there a room? Okay, wait, Stanley Hotel. And okay, there's 400 and some rooms. So there would be a 3, I believe. Some Stanley Hotel 111. Oh. Apparently the hotel is 111 years old. Can I have room numbers, please? Can I have room numbers? These are nice rooms, by the way. God, it's not okay. There's something about room 111, or any other combination, like 366, 311, 166, 370, 170. I know the larger numbers are the ones that are not first. So it's definitely, well, yeah, it's definitely either rooms on the first floor or the third floor only. because how many floors does, fuck, Google, tell me these things. How many floors is in the Stanley Hotel? That that just tells me how many rooms there are. Why does everything, why can I just, please? Okay, looking from like a picture, it looks like maybe there's 4 floors, but it looks more like 3 floors specifically. So like the first floor and then like the 3rd floor, something's going on there. I'm just gonna roll again for shits and actually I'm just gonna roll again with the these two. Actually, these three. That was a journey. 166 again. Something like if there's a room that is 166, something's going on there. 167. I mean, it's like literally like. So, room 66 or room 67. 167, 166. So something's going on with that in that first floor. More than people realize, because again, like people are so focused on like the 2nd floor with 217, but something's going on with the first floor specifically. I don't know what, because I didn't expand on that. But for people that have stayed there, let me know if there's actually rooms on the 1st floor, because I really don't know. You would assume, but that's how hotels usually are. It's like the main area, like maybe a ballroom in there, but the rest of it is like hotel rooms. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. And again, like this isn't true crime, so it's not like in like it's not concrete. So since this is like a haunted reading, this is again no one can prove this. Not really. So I'm just gonna say this is for alleged, this is for entertainment purposes. Do not take everything that I say as fact, just to be like, in case. But again, this is haunted shit, so like who the fuck am I protecting this from? Like, is a ghost gonna sue me? No. And the Stanley Hotel is already known to be haunted, so they're not gonna fucking sue me. They're like, ooh, free publicity, or like free, like, advertisement, really. So whoever would sue me, I really don't know. So this is the reading with The Witch After Dark. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm gonna go. Okay, bye guys.